Hey guys, this is Wades. Welcome to the NBA TopShot Hour and another crazy day at the markets. I've been out all day, just came back in about 2 hours ago. I was in the car, my wife was driving, and I thought I'd do a little bit of shopping and logged in, started searching through the marketplace, and I'm going, what in the was going on here? These prices just yeah, went again. I used the word ballistic, but that's what happened. So we ended up selling Ja Morant metallic gold, 163 for just under $1,100, and now we need to do something with that money. So that's what this particular little update video is. Usual, we'll do the date and so forth. So 16th. I don't anticipate doing these things that often, but it's been fun and the community's grown by a couple thousand people, so who knows, maybe the six that we had watched last time will be seven today. And if you get something out of it, it's pretty good. So 16th of January, Bitcoin's about 38,500. I'd say Ethereum is the usual 1100 or so. I haven't checked it. Wouldn't move too far. What has moved a bit again is the sales on the NBA Top Shot last 24 hours. $533,000. Um, yeah, been an update on Crypto Slam, which has been nice. They've got the tabs now for 24 hours, 7 days, 30 days, and all time. So that's cryptoslam.io for the ones that are listening to a podcast that hasn't actually started yet. So 7 days, 2.3, 30 days, 4.1 mil, and all time is 30, let's say 30 mil, not yet, just under 6. Um, Owners now read at 7,900. So pretty nifty little feature on CryptoSlam that's just now popped up. Um, to the right hand side is the top crypto collectible sales in the last 24 hours, and looks like um, Chris Paul Cosmic has sold for number 26 has sold for 10,500 US dollars, and a few places below that, Damian Lillard Cosmic number two, $7,000. So whether the Chris Paul 26 is valued at that, it's not my place to comment really. But Lillard one seems to be a pretty good buy at number two. If there's anything else, so Tatum Hollow number seven for five. Kobe White number one Hollow for five. So Top Shot's dominating the top 15 sales in collectibles, at least what's captured by Crypto Slam anyway. So it's either Punks or NBA Top Shot, which tells you something right there. For those of you don't that aren't from this space, the NFT digital collectible space, Punks were the first NFT created, essentially a digital collectible. So that's why they carry so much value. It's essentially it represents this space. If you don't have a punk, you're a punk. I don't have a punk, so I don't think I ever will. Um, so yeah, noticed a few sales down below. Number 14 and 15, LeBron metallic gold sold for 15 and 19 for $3,500 each. I sold last mint for probably under $1,000. And that would have been probably 3 weeks ago. So it tells you just how quickly the market's moved. I took that thousand and I've done something with it. I think you could say that money or part of that money was used to buy some packs, which eventually ended up being the decked halls. And then from those sales, I ended up buying about 150 base Series 12 packs, which were the low mints. So I've got that video still somewhere, which has to be edited, which probably won't be, just be uploaded like everything else, just raw, rough, rugged, and raw, till we get some help from someone that I haven't yet hired and probably won't. Um, So those 130 or 150 packs turned into some pretty good stuff in hindsight now, given where the likes of LeBron, third base, it's gone up from about $70 to $200, and we pulled a large-ish number of those. Luca, 3 point, probably three or four of those in those 150 packs. So, and a whole bunch of low mint, under 100 as well moments. So that's why I went pretty hard on those as we watch the live sales just trickle through from NBA TopShot. My video about probably 3 days ago talked about soon enough we'll need a pause button on this, and I think we do need it already because it's just literally just moving by the couple of seconds there's a sale going on. So a couple of other things which I think are pretty cool. Steve has, from what I could tell, I haven't been on the website for maybe a day or two. It feels like a day or two, but I've gone to um, intelligible.market website and clicked on what I think is a new function feature, sets price guide. It might be at least the current market low. I think it was added, maybe. Anyway, doesn't matter. It's there. So what that does tell us is, for example, for the base set, the current market low for all the moments put together is just under $11,000. So if you essentially wanted to buy the base set from another member or pick it up one by one in the marketplace, it'll cost you right now at the low. So these are the worst, generally the worst mint um, of the moment. It'll cost you $11,000. If by some fortune you guys get to put together a base set, do it, because I think it'll age really well. I said it 2 weeks ago or three, whatever it was, when maybe 4 weeks ago it was trading at about $1,700. Steve and I were talking about it, and I did some numbers. I'm pretty sure this wasn't available, this column, not that long ago, because I had to pull the data by clicking in the base set and then raw and adding it all up, just in Excel, and it was like $3,700 a week after that $1,700 low. So now it's gone to 11, which is just, yeah. Um, Again, we anticipated all this happening, but maybe 6 months from now, not 6 days from now. My own account from the 3rd of January, at floor level, so three accounts put together, is up 3.4 times, which is now in six figures, which is ridiculous considering I put in $2,500. So yeah, times are getting pretty interesting. Part of that we can thank Bales and his friends who came in and purchased the Ja Morant Cosmic #1 for 35,000. I think that was the final price. And on the back of that, we had a whole bunch of non-crypto NFT people just come in and start questioning the space, which is great because that's exactly what we want them to do. I'll play you guys something while I talk rubbish. We want them to do that because it's our chance to educate people, to bring them into this space and share what we love and enjoy, and helps that we make a little bit of money on the side. So let's see, any more sales coming through. Where did that disappear? There we go. Anyway, moving on. So the base set, $11,000. I again, if you can put one together, do it. If you can't afford it, shop around. There's plenty of users, especially the ones that started months ago, that might be able to let some stuff go for cheaper because they've got a lot of stuff. And just get in the Discord, add some value to the community. Don't just come in and be a dick, because you're not going to last very far, very long. and generally people are pretty good. Don't come in generally asking for gifts and so forth. You can, but usually someone, yeah, anyway, that all aside, come in, be a good member, and people will treat you with respect and, earn your keep, I suppose. You'll be surprised what people will offer you for cheaper and that sort of thing. So it doesn't necessarily have to be $11,000. You might be able to get it for a fraction of that. Um, so yeah, metallic gold, $28,000 for a floor um, set, $11,000. Uh, sorry, $28,000. Even some of the, it's worth even looking at some of the lower, cheaper sets like Got Game. That's fairly limited. I think that was to 1,000, and most of those aren't in circulation yet. So be careful what you buy there because a lot of the, or maybe it was the reward moments. There's just do your homework. Look at the moment, click on the edition size, and see where those moments are hiding at. If they're minted, which means they're just sitting in Dapper's accounts waiting to be released. So we don't know what that's gonna. There's a particular set here that I actually have a lot of, just because I thought it was great value, and most of those I got for nothing. The early adopter set, there's 10 moments in that. They're still trading at fairly low, $168. So anyway, I'm not going to go through Cosmic, $190,000 at low. That's pretty cool. Okay, so like I said before, we've sold um, the Ja Morant metallic gold number 163. From memory, it's the largest sale, I think, or maybe in the short term anyway. So if you go to the moment, scroll right down to the bottom, you'll see, yeah, so, I mean, it's obviously very recent. It's the top sale for the time being. I would have thought there'd be much larger sales for that particular moment. You could see HBG cards did some shopping not long ago, bought very well. Again, in hindsight, I mean, back then $600 is a lot. Now they've popped again. So yeah, let's see what we can do with $1,000. Where if we can find some value. I don't prepare for any of these videos, audios, so we'll see. You guys will see just me work through, muddle through crap to see what the thought process is, essentially live. Um, because that's how I just do it. Usually just grab the phone like most of you do and just go, oh, that looks pretty interesting. I'll buy that. But the reason I do these things quite often is I'll sell something at higher end and try to what I call leverage down is because I think I can get more value long term buying something at the probably floor type levels. So with this particular moment, it'll age very well because he's a rookie in that year. And this is, I'm not even sure if it's his first play. Yeah, it is. It's a dunk. Um, so that'll be quite rare as well. It'll have the extra rarities added, badges and so forth. So in terms of value, I've got to essentially outrun um, probably two and a half, three times the value of this in the next month or two, maybe, which means, it's probably going to be worth two and a half, 3 grand. That's what I'm basing it off. So I'm trying to find something that's maybe going to be re-rated to 5, 6, 10 times value from now. Although it will be a cheaper moment, so it's a lot more work to do. So if you don't have the time, this is a really bad strategy for you. For me, it's good because I enjoy doing it. One, and um, again, I think I can pick a little bit more value out of that. At some point in time, I will consolidate. So whether that means selling a complete set of season one now, I'm sorry, not definitely won't be now. Years from now, I don't know. It could get really stupid from even here, and a base set might be worth 50 grand in 3 months' time. At which point you've got you've got a fairly compelling offer um, to even just cash it out, not even consider putting it back into this, or consider putting back into packs and something else. For me, it'll most likely be consolidating and maybe just putting it back into, I don't know, 5 to 10 moments, which I think, at the higher end, which are worth investing in for the long term. But 3 months is a long time in this space, let alone in TopShot. So there is a spreadsheet. I'll keep that on the other side. Essentially, I put in 2.5 times. I'm going to outrun that over the next maybe month. So we probably revisit that and see how we went um, with the buys. Okay, so let's that PJ Tucker. All right, so let's have a quick look at what's happening in the market. I mean, I did have a look at it probably 3 hours ago. I was in the car, got back into reception range, um, and it's probably moved up again from that time. So what I usually do when I'm looking at these sort of things, and I don't get a lot of time to look at the market, not that much, because I've been doing some of these videos and trying to edit stuff, and it's just not really worked out, as you could probably hear and see. But help is on the way. We will get some professionals, maybe even hosts. So what I usually do is just go to the base. I sort it from highest to lowest, just to get a feel for where the market's at the moment. So last time we did this, I think LeBron OG base was trading at about 1,000. Now it's 1,400 low. Again, you got to look at that. There's only 15 listings there. These Kobe tribute dunk is 1,000. A few more listings on that one, 29. And then his third base is 875. So all three are to 1,000. And his fourth base, which I actually thought was his third base, is the 200. So that's the one we pulled from packs a couple of days ago. And that, back then it was trading at about $60 to $80 roughly. I can't remember exactly. Um, it'd be great to be able to click on these moments and see price charts and all that sort of stuff. Pretty cool. So yeah, look, the top hasn't changed. The prices have changed a little bit. Steph Curry, 550. Oh, so all these are going to be the original base now. So the top end of town, the people that are trading at this type of value, uh, do get it. You could see all the correct moments being the potential. Actually, not even the potential first place, as I've learned in Discord, thanks to the Fox. Thank you, my man, for pointing out that it's no longer speculation, that it is a fact that the first plays will be first plays or version of that in terms of wording, but they will happen. It just said in the email, that rookie email that went out, it said at the bottom of it, which I didn't scroll far enough to see, that they will happen. It's just not priority now. So like I said in Discord, that's probably dapper code talk for giving you guys a little bit more time to get your shit together and buy the right thing while, yeah, well, we didn't anticipate this leg up, which is probably the sixth one of the week, taking the market to another all-time high. So you can see Steph Curry, Ja Morant there, Kawhi Leonard, $370, barely any listings left. Luca, 340, the dunk. Giannis, 321. Zion, 248. So to me, the Zion, even though it's a mid-size 1357, the Zion and Ja Morant, looking at this pricing, still feel underpriced because of what they are, their rookie moments. So just gut feel. I have no crystal ball. Probably should be, if you're looking at relative value, should be probably closer to 700, again, these numbers are just ridiculous to even say out loud. Just knowing where it's come from, but keeping it in some sort of relative perspective, value, whatever you want to call it, they should be a little bit more, in my opinion, because Ja's minted to 1,000. It's his rookie. I don't even know. I don't think it's his first game. It's not December, so December 11. Pretty sure it's not. It's definitely not his Zion's. So yeah, um, at this stage, I mean, I don't want to spend any of the 1,000 and sort of this range. Harry Giles looks pretty tempting at 235, but it's not going to happen, Harry. Seriously. So you can see some of the Alan paid $180 for Harry. Oh, that was when he put his set together. Well played, Alan. There you go. Keeping the other 700 unreleased has cost you probably $175 extra. There you go. So I'm just scrolling through the edition. Um, I've clicked on the edition size for Harry Giles just to see how many owners there are. I'm not going to scroll through the whole 1,000, but I think Steve owns most of them. Steve and his bots. No, I'm just kidding. He doesn't have bots. He's just a smart guy. Okay, so no value there. Maybe if they burn the rest of them, but at some point in time, the other 600-700 will be released. We just don't know how. So that's that. Langston Galloway, I'd say the same problem with him. Same as Rondo. So you can see when you look at these stars, there is one missing from this upper echelon, if you will, and that's James Harden. He's going to New Jersey. There'll be a lot more spotlight on him. We don't know what Kyrie's going to do. He might just set the place on fire one day and just walk out. Who knows? So I think he had a massive fine and he's forfeiting salary and so forth. So it's probably not the worst news for James Harden because he'll get more of the ball in New Jersey, Brooklyn. So I feel like he's undervalued. So I will have a look at him at $169 and in particular to see what the under 100 mints are trading at. So automatically one sticks out. So if the floor is 169 and you can get number 60 for 205, that to me is pretty much a no-brainer. Unless there was another mint that was close to, that was maybe a little bit more special, i.e., I don't know what that might be, 111 maybe, but to get below 100 for 205 or even 250 for 25 is not a bad deal. So what do we got? So I'll probably go for the 25 for 250. I think I own a few of these, not a lot. I have a couple in other accounts just that are for other sets and so forth. So I think that's our first purchase. So that's a hardened base, the OG for 250, and that's the number 25. So that should again age pretty well in my opinion. I've been wrong a lot. So we've just taken another one of those off the market. And if I sell anything else, I will come back and get the other one, number 60. If you think the base set at floor $11,000, is valuable, when that includes all sorts of high end, or not high end, high mint numbers, wait till you see what some of these other sets like under 1,000, under 500, under 100, and hopefully there will be a set put together under 10. I've encouraged Prank to do it. He can do it. He probably has already won without even knowing it. But I think one needs to be put together just to honour the season one, and that'll sell. I think that'll sell in the million, over a million in due course. So there's our first purchase off the gate, out of the gate. So Giannis is trading at 321. That's okay. It's probably, again, relatively speaking, it's probably a couple of bucks under. Take LeBron out of the picture because LeBron is it's his own class. You can't just ignore, basically think this is the market. That so Steph Curry is the top at 550, which arguably is correct. The rest look pretty. Again, having said the rookie thing, with Ja and Zion, they should be a little bit higher given what they are. That's okay. The rest is fine. So this is a surprise because I've got like maybe 12, 13 of these Luka 3-point shot. They were like 30 bucks the other day. I've given away so much stuff over the course of last 7 months that I could probably buy a brand new car with the money that these things are worth now. I gave away like 3 to 5 Ja Morant rookie debut early on. When I sold the LeBron Cosmic, I gave away like 2 or 3 to different people just as a thank you. I think, yeah, hopefully they've kept it because I have no idea what that's worth. It's probably, it doesn't really matter. I hope they've kept it. So Luka, 3-point. The reason that's got a little bit of more value, I think, because that, when that happened, I said this dude's arrived. He arrived before that, but that was his moment where he arrived. That 3-point shot. So I think that's a little bit more meaning to everyone, and that's why it's valued at that price. And I completely agree with it. I think it should be probably even more because I've got 12 because I think it's a special. Just gonna quickly check if there's anything in the under 100 mints for this one that's reasonably priced. So there's nothing. It's all in the thousands. It's interesting sometimes seeing who prices what where. So who's priced at 23? Magic Jordan. Good one. It'll probably get there. Never say never. Okay. So Jaylen Brown's someone I don't own a lot of, which I'll need to buy, but not right now. So some of these outliers like Serge Ibaka, he's not $115 type of moment. I think again similar to the other couple, Harry and so forth. He's artificially priced. So Anthony Davis, 110. That's not too bad. He's never carried as much value as the other guys for whatever reason. Maybe just he's not that exciting to watch for maybe the general public. Obviously, he's got a good following, but I don't know. It just comes across as a bit boring, similar to Kawhi, his demeanor. I don't know, but that's just my opinion. Steph Curry second, trading at 100 bucks, which is wow. Again, I think not long ago you could have got that for $12, and we're literally talking like a week or two. So congratulations to a lot of the people. So Chris Middleton at 90, it's okay. That's his first base. He's got a few actually. So just checking. So there's number 18 for $118. Number 85, 122. So there's a few there that are close to that $90 mark. There's only a handful available to buy to begin with. But I think I have a few of this one personally. 18 looks like a pretty good buy. There's even a 10 for 150, so I might skip on that for the time being, just because for the purpose of this, want to I don't want to buy three things and be done with it. Um, so we'll keep going. Kyrie at 78. That's his original moment. OG first play. So that looks pretty decent, but I think he's lost a bit of value, or he just hasn't had the same uptick um, as the other guys because of his off-court issues. Jokic at 74 looks pretty good. If we can pick up something again under that 100 mint, tough. I mean, 16 mint, 200, 68 mint at 200. 16 looks pretty good. I just don't want to spend $200 on him right now, so we'll keep moving on that one. For me to get 3-4 times more actually in next 4 weeks out of this, they'll have to re-rate, and they're not gonna. I don't feel they'll re-rate to $400. So, so again, a little bit mispricing here, in my opinion, just an opinion. But Trae Young, second base, is trading at $70. His original base, from memory, was about $39. So we know it's a fact now that they will be branded essentially the TopShot rookie cards. So even though it's got almost twice as much mintage as his second base, and the second one's pretty nice. It's a nice play as well. You cannot ignore the value that that's going to bring when it eventually goes through officially, the tags. And sometimes people just need that official announcement, even though it's sort of officially been announced it's going to happen. Similar to the rookie stuff, we knew there was something brewing in that for a long time, but when that happened, everything just went through the roof. So um, ignore. I'm going to ignore that Trae Young second one to 1500. It's probably decent value, but if I can pick up two of his other ones, that's essentially the same value because his mintage is twice as much. But the difference there is the other one's going to be branded his rookie card. There will only be one ever. So again, think about that. There will only be one moment ever in Trae's career that will be called or referred to as the digital rookie card. What value do you put on that? Um, so we'll keep going down. Vince Carter, that's aged very well. It's at $60 now. So there's still a few left in there, 66. I haven't bought any for a long time. I paid probably next to nothing for them, but um, so just checking he's under 100. They're all in the thousands and hundreds of dollars. So that one's going to hurt when I've got to buy a few of those, but not for the purpose of this. Not unless I can find some serial number that looks pretty good. So for those of you guys that don't follow serial game, it's a real thing, and as more people come into this space, they do look at that. So we've got a lot of members in here that do buy and do value some of those things too. So sequences and certain numbers that are culturally aligned and stuff like that, people do value. And even numbers like 1,000, 500, 800. So skip on that for the time being. I mean, that'll re-rate to well over $100. So I'd probably see that going to the 150. There's a few listings there, a few listings being 66. There was probably 500 at one stage of that one. Michael Porter Jr., $60. That's his original base. So that looks pretty good. So have a look at that. So if we can pick up a couple of those closer to the top, which will probably, yeah, not even close. So there's only one listed, number 42 in the top 100, and that's going for 225. That's the ask, 225. So the closest we can get to low mint is $75, number 802. I do quite like that. So I'm going to sit on that one for the time being. I'm going to put it over to the other side just because there might be some other better value there. But, you know, that one I do see if Ja and Zion, what are they, 500 or something? No, wasn't that much. 400 and Zion's 248. He should be more than 60. He should be about 150. So that gives us 2.5x, which is not enough, but it's certainly easier to buy $60 moment than $10 moments as well. Jamal Murray at 55, you know, that has room. Lillard at 50 is just criminal, but he's just been undervalued the entire time, cosmic all through everything. So in terms of the top 100, we get 74 for 89, so I'm definitely going to pick that up. And back to him. So this one may take a little while to get the value out of, but I don't know, just I like Dame. It's too hard to ignore. At $50, it's just too. So basically, if you can get something for $50, in this case, it's, you know, the top of the range in terms of mint. So his goes to 1433. 1401 is $50. So if we go up the ladder, you can get 462 for 55, and for 75 you get 114. Yeah, let's go with the 346. I mean, you can argue talking myself into it. We'll go for 316 for $60. That's good enough. Okay, so we've got two Dame Lillards, OG base. So that was 16316. 74 for 89. Okay, keep going down the ladder. Chris Paul, original base, I'm assuming, because it's the highest value on there, $46. His Cosmic went, yeah, not sure if that was a true price or if there was like a deal on the side where someone just buys that moment, but they also got other things with it. So I don't know. It seemed a bit high at number 26, but it's okay. So Tyler Hero, I don't think that's his original moment, just because that 1500 gives it away. Yeah, it doesn't seem right. So Devin Booker again, it is, in my opinion, underappreciated that moment. Minted 1358, $44. I'll just see if that is his original moment. So you can just use the TopShot Explorer is the URL, although that says something else at TopShot dot. Doesn't matter. So you could search in the base set, basically go to Top Explorer and then click on season 0, base set, bring it up. When it eventually comes up, just select all to show all the records, the whole 287, and just search for Booker. So his earliest moment is play ID, the earliest play ID, so 110, and that is the block minted to 1,358, which is this one here. You can see it matches it. So if you guys don't know which one's the original, just use the TopShot Explorer and that'll tell you. So this one right here. So for $44, that's quite attractive. There's only literally one of them. The next highest is 85. I could see 81. Yeah, it's a high mint. Well, it's okay. 518 for $44, so that's a decent value. And I'm just buying this off the market now. If I really wanted to get extra value, I'd probably just go to someone else and just say, would you sell this for, $35, whatever it is, I don't know. That's also possible. So there's another. So Walker OG, that's 518 for $44. That's done. Ben Simmons, I do have a lot of him, so disclaimer, I've got like 50 of his moments. I don't know why he's underappreciated, but he is. Maybe because he's got no jump shot. So looking at his again, there's only a handful available to buy, and this one's quite nice too for $44 because of the sequential. Sorry, the mint number. It's 1116. So I'm definitely going to pick up pretty much all his moments that are trading for $50 and under. I mean, I've been high on him from day one. Um, it'll age well. So this, may take a little bit again, but there's no reason why this is not. Look at his other um, colleagues, they're trading up the top. There's no reason why he can't go 4x from there, about $150. Again, feels just wrong saying that, but just want to duplicate these. If this ever makes it into a podcast, it's probably going to be the most boring podcast because you just hear me clicking left, right, and center. So I'm just buying 1116 for $44. 44 1116. So that takes a little bit to refresh for the stuff to go through. I quite like number 56 at $100, but I feel like picking up two for the price of that one. And I think I've got personally a fair few that are under 100. So yeah, keep going. So $60, $49. There's one 701. So I'll grab that one. 49,701. So we're at the halfway mark. We've got about $500 left, thereabouts. Refresh that. So hopefully those two that we bought, at least the first one would have gone through. So just to get rid of it, just so we can see the new low ask on these ones. So 701's gone. 754. 1232. So we'll go with 754 for 50. just want to leave a little bit of money for some of the lower end stuff, because that's where, if you get it right, it'll re-rate quite well, and it'll help this $1,000 lot, like help Dame Lillard, because that won't re-rate quickly. It never has. And probably Ben Simmons. So it'll pick that up. It'll make up for some of that slack. These guys will re-rate at some point in time. It might take longer than the others. Okay, so 754. I think next one is in the 1,000 mark. So we might get. How much have we got? 3 so far. Let's have a look at what's next. So 1093 for $50. 1232, 1328. There's nothing special about those in terms of serial numbers. 1112 is nice at $99. It's not bad. So I'll grab 1093 and no, I won't. I'm going to grab 322 for $60. That's good enough, and that'll be it for Ben Simmons. So that'll leave us with about $400 left. So far we've purchased Harden, number 25 for $250. Lillard, these are all the original base. I mean, at this top end, I'm not spending that much money on anything else. So Lillard, number 316 for $60. Number 74 for $89. Booker, number 518 for $44. And Simmons now number 1116 for 44, number 701 for $49, number 754 for $50, number 322 for $60. That's not too bad. It's an average cost for $50 roughly, an average mint. That means nothing really. 723. It's like literally means nothing. Okay, keep going down. So this is the guy I want to get into now. So Trae Young. That's criminal. You know, for Luka to be trading at 350, yes, he's got double the moments. Trae Young does in terms of mint, but for Trae Young to be traded at $40, and he might not, you know, it might be a bit deceptive too. Like you might go in here and go find one moment similar to what was it, Booker for 44. Everything else is a bit higher. I think that might be the case with Trae Young as well. So if you go in here, you got some ungodly number in comparison to the others, 2,725 at $40. Then 2,926 at $40. Let's see what's happening up the top. Yeah, not much. 66. So I'll try and get 3 at least, because this, in my opinion, this is. So if Luka's trading at 350, whatever thereabouts, you know, he should be trading in the vicinity of 120 to 150. It's my opinion. Just the volume needs to dry up a little bit, and that's going to come with more users, and his floor's getting taken out. 2725. So what's that? 40 to 725. I need to leave a bit of. I'm just gonna be careful. I need to leave a bit of money because it's hard doing this live, and there's arguably better value in other things, metallic gold. You know, guys like Oladipo. I purchased about 30 of his not that long ago for an average price of $19, and they are still. Again, I own 30 of them, so it's in my interest to mention that. I don't really care no one listened to this anyway, but you look at his teammates, like Sabonis, that was about $170 from memory when I looked at it 3-4 hours ago. Miles Turner was pretty cheap in comparison. Who else is in there? Brogdon was about 150, something like that. It was much more than his. And you got Oladipo, who's no longer with them, but they were his teammates. And he's arguably was their best player. You can argue that. But, he was trading at $19. Now he's trading at $71. So that's closer to not full price. Like he should be probably in the low 100 compared to what everyone else is trading at. So that's got a little bit more to go for me personally. Would I buy him at $70? No, I don't think so. Unless I sold something for maybe $44,000, like KD jersey number 35. His only jersey in season 1. So let's buy the other one for Trae Young, 2926. I think the listed account has come down from 6 to 2 by now. I doubt anyone's even listening, so that's it. We got about 360 left, I think, or maybe 300. And Mr. Trae Young, we will. I've purchased that. I'm going to leave it with 2 because there's a decent one there for 48, 2260. But I want to leave a little bit of money for the bottom end guys because there's going to be value there too. To keep going down, Gary Harris, that was his first moment, $38. Bowl. Okay. Don't get that craze, but anyway. Darius Baisley, 37. He's recently appeared there, and you could see, even though that's that telltale sign of that one of these last moments being minted in those recent packs, I think he went from nothing, literally nothing, couple of dollars in the last couple of days to 37 because people realized, I think this is his only moment. Pretty sure it's his only moment. So that's, yeah, base season 1. There you go. So I've got 8 of his. It's probably all I've pulled from packs. Another way to check if your decision-making process is correct is to check the legendaries and other tiers. So people that generally know what they're doing in this game do trade at that higher level. So rares and legendaries, and you'll be able to spot where that's gone. So he's lace him up, the $1,300 low. I mean, doesn't mean that it's worth that. There's obviously a bit of manipulation going on at certain levels, and then also it's liquidity. Like for me to buy at $30 depots, I could literally buy it at every single moment up to $70 and call it a good buy and make it look good. But that wasn't the point. I stopped. It was like $16 all the way up to about 25. So it was an average of about $19 roughly. I didn't see any more value after that, paying more than $30 for it. My goal was, in the short term, was about 55. Excuse me. And now that everything's sort of gone 2 or 3 legs up from there is no point selling it now for $70 because I think, given his peers, it should be about 120. Anyway, I'll stop flogging my own stuff. So Baisley looks pretty good at that $37 mark. It feels okay. It feels right. What doesn't feel right is Shea Georges Alexander, $35. But I don't want to spend any more money unless I can get something in the top 100 for $70, number 48. That's pretty damn good. Jeez. That's not bad at all. Okay, there's not a lot of them available either. Okay, we'll keep going for now. You know, Jimmy Butler, that's his original base, 1,530 mint, $25. Old Jimmy just does not rate well anyway. He's my favorite player, or one of. So there's not a lot on sale either. In the top 100, there's only 4 or 5 moments, and they're all going pretty. Number 8's pretty decent at 150. I would probably buy that if I wasn't doing this video. Just buy it out because I think one, I'd probably need it. But we are doing this video, so I'll keep going. RJ Barrett. I think this is right because his other one, original one, is much more. It's $50. Yeah, it's hard to argue. Should be more. Well, in my case, I can't afford to buy him at $50 because I don't see him re-rating that quickly to the 150. Rudy Gobert, $24. It's okay. That's his original. Again, probably a bit more on the boring side, so no one's running out to get Rudy Gobert for $300. Not yet, anyway. And there's not that many on sale. So if we pick up number 24, it's $308. Sorry, 308 is the mint for $24. Might skip on him. Only because defensive players usually aren't valued high. It's the offensive players that you want, which is a bit surprising why Booker isn't valued more in this game. But all he's going to do is score, 50, and that'll get re-rated amongst just a natural re-rating process. The Aaron Fox, $22. It's not going anywhere in a hurry. Might get to about 50, 60. I'm just looking at his under 100. There's some decent value there, like number 18 at $69. That's probably something, again, I would personally buy myself, but not for the purpose of this. I'm sort of trying to aim now quite low. Doesn't make sense again. See, like Bradley Beal, second base, is trading more because I haven't seen his first base yet. I know what that is. I picked that one up for like $1 or $2. Excuse me with the interference. I think Kobe White also, that's the other way around too. That's his second base trading higher than his first. Okay, we'll keep going. Joel Embiid, $18 is just an absolute crime. But there's a few players now that are, sort of Bam Adebayo, 16, Joel. Just want to make sure. Yeah, that's his second. That's his first base. His second base is that one of the newer lots, which went to 1,500. So let's have a look at what he's got cooking. Not a lot in terms of stuff to buy on the market. So I'll buy at the 3 floor prices at $18 and probably pick up that 880 at 19 and be done with it. Yeah, sometimes if you don't want to set off the next level of floor, or whatever you want to call it, like in this case, you can leave the 1301, which is $18. You can leave that alone to preserve the floor, and then buy out everything else above that, if that makes sense. So like buy at the $19 one, $22 ones, $20 ones, and so forth. So there's a couple of $20 ones that are higher that may be more valuable. And I like the ones that start with an 8 because Chinese lucky number and all that sort of thing. So we'll pick up those 866, 873, 880, and that'll cost 36, $54 in total, which is just ridiculous. Like they should be trading at probably $120, but who the hell am I to say that? So we'll just shut up and buy, shut up and dribble. Okay. So we got 326 left. We're starting to get into that lower end, the end that I like to shop in, just because you can get 30x value eventually in some of those. So that was 18,428.66. What's this one? 873. And 880 for 19. All right. So that will give us about $271 left. So we need to make some good decisions with that. Look, Bam's good value. I'm not too sure. I think that's his first mint to block. So first play. Unless you can get one quite high. So his floor is $16 now. And that's a $70, $80 moment, personally. So I'll personally probably buy some of these. You know, there's 86, 83, 79. We'll just put that aside. He's, I don't know, he's not the most exciting player to watch. He is for me because he's a Miami Heat player, but you know, he's not offensively minded. He's a good teammate. He's not trying to set the building on fire. So yeah, I'll keep going. So a couple of interesting guys now. You know, in the league, Porzingis is considered up there. He's probably in the top, arguably top 30 players, but he's trading at $12. So go figure. If you go to the top 100, you can get number 34. Sorry, number 94 for $34. Number 13 for $79. So again, he should be $60 to $70 in my opinion. If everything else, the way everything else is priced, his teammate Luca, yes, different league, and Porzingis low 350. So I'll pick up all of those. Just make sure that there's not something up for $13 that's quite low in mint size, mint number. So there's 15, number 724 for $15. So I'll grab that. 724. Okay, starting to run out of money. Must be so interesting listening to me. Dead silence. 2423. That's actually really nice value because it's that sequence of 2423 for $12. So someone's underselling that, in my opinion. And let's see what else there's left. 2662. Just checking some of the other mints if there's no sequences and stuff like that in any of them. Like 2345, that would be, I would value that highly. 2662, 12, and I think we're done with Christoph Porzingis. I'll probably buy more, but I just want to spend money somewhere else. Okay, Bradley Beal. So he's a walking bucket. And they're the sort of players that you want to invest in, the offensive-minded players, because they're the ones that make the headlines. You're not going to remember the guy that had 7 steals or 12 steals in a game. You passed that first day or two. But you're going to remember Bradley Beal scoring 62 because that's what people talk about. So he's trading at $10. He's always been underappreciated. Do I want to spend $10? Do I see him going to 40? It's tough. It's just weird with him. Yeah. I do see him going to 25, but I need him to go to like 40, 50 to make up for some of the other slower paced buys. So we'll keep going with that. Kendrick Nunn for $10. That's his original rookie moment. So that's arguably there's some value there. But old Kendrick may not be in the league for long enough to realize that value. So who knows? There's low mints like 29s, $30. I wouldn't want to buy that because that would have to take a long time, would wait a long time to sell to realize that value. So we'll keep going. Christian Wood at $9 looks decent. If we can get something quite low. Wow, there's not much to buy to begin with. Okay. He's played really well. Excuse me. So Paul George looks pretty good. That's his original moment. It is 4,000 mint, but Paul George should not be trading at $8. I don't care how much of a bust he is for the time being anyway. He shouldn't be trading at $8. He's not really. There's only 4. There's a few moments that are at $8. So I'm not going to make you guys sit through that. So I'll pick up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll pause the video now and just buy all those. I'll resume after that. And we're back. We've just purchased 8 Paul George. What I hope is his first play. Let's have a look. That's how you spell Paul George. Started typing in pandemic. Just kidding. So even better news, that is his only play in season 1. So for that to be trading at $8 floor, which is I think $9 now, it'll be probably back to $7 tomorrow. It's a bit ridiculous. So you can see there's, if you get rid of that one, Paul G, there's only one, and that's his minted to 3999. I could have swore he had another moment that was in season 1. I don't know why I'm searching it because blockchain tells you it's only one. And that's Chris Paul. That's yep. There it is, $9. The reason that's also $9 is there's a lot of his listed, and part of the reason is he hasn't performed well. So we'll keep going. So we've got about $175 left. Let's see what we can get at the bottom level now, because I don't want to spend. And the reason why I purchased him in particular, I see that should really be $35 to $50. If everything else is trading where it is, that should be. It's Paul George, man. That should be trading at $150. But obviously the mint counts for something. There isn't a player that I can remember in the top tier that's got that sort of count. But the other focus is also that that's literally his only moment. Whereas James Harden has like 3 or 4, LeBron's got 4, Giannis has 3 or 4. So this is Paul George's only moment. That's 4,000 of them. So yeah, Markel Fultz, second base, trading at $8. So his first base is trading low. Again, it's pretty laughable. If you get the value drivers behind the game, yes, it's probably lower mint, but that's ridiculous. Redonkulous. So there is one player in here that I do think there's a lot of value in still, because he's still a decent player, Kevin Love. So he's only got one moment. The reason I know this quite well is because I've purchased quite a lot of him already. I'm literally the only one buying Kevin Love, so I don't mind. So he's trading at $7, a mid size of 1500. So we'll pick up a few of his, because again, he should be trading at, being his first play and all that sort of stuff, and only play. He should be trading at, what is it? Probably similar range as Paul George. So I haven't followed how he's performed this season, even if he's played, but I don't really care. I'm playing more on the rarity side, and I do care. Obviously, he's a decent player, so I'll buy out those 4 to 5. I'll see, spend maybe $80 on him. Hopefully, we can get about, what's that going to work out? Maybe 9, roughly thereabouts. So I'm not going to make you guys sit through all this now. So let's see if we can find a couple other things. That'll leave us with about $80 left. Let's see if we can find some value down below. Aiton. Carl Anthony Towns at $5. Yeah, okay. So he's minted to only 2,983, and I'll guarantee you that's his first moment. Guarantee. I'll put all my TopShot moments on the line for that. So he's got 2, as we know, and his first minted is to 2,983 right there. So his 1,500, the shorter mint, is worth more because people just don't understand what they're buying. Old man yells at cloud. Where is he? Yeah, so it's trading at $14. 3 times the value. Doesn't even make sense. The mint size is not 3 times more on this one. It's actually not even 2 times more. And it's trading at 3 times less. So we'll pick up some of his. I don't know how many. I'm not going to make you guys sit through that as well. Jaren Jackson Jr. looks pretty good at $4. Carmelo is, yeah, great value. So for whatever reason, Rui reads for me at $3 every time I log in. I don't know if that's an error that you guys see, but he's not actually $3. If he was $3, I'd buy him all day tomorrow. So yeah, I don't know what's going on here because you can see there's 328, 32, 3828 not available, and the next one is $12. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Just something's not functioning right there, so I need to probably tell the guys as well. So that some of the top buyers, I purchased his number 70 2 days ago for $50. Then I'm about to fall asleep just after midnight tonight. I've been out all day, beach, someplace. So he would have been good at $3, but he's not at $3, so he's at 12. You know, he's arguably 40, well, more actually. He's probably about $80. So that's not a bad buy even at 12. We'll see how we go with the budget. There's not a lot of money left, so it's a bonus at $3. A steal, that's $25, $30 there. So it's just loading into the $2 moments now. Just to see if there's anything down below. I like Boban, $2 because I think that's his only moment as well. Bobby, yeah, $2 for him. He's pretty popular, so yeah, Bol can trade at whatever the number he can trade at. So there's Markel Fultz trading at $2, his original moment. The other one was trading at much more than that. John Collins as well, great value. Look who appears again. Victor Oladipo, 4,000 mint. There is no way he should be at $2. I don't care who you are. If we can pick up enough of him for $2, I'm just gonna buy everything for $2. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So whatever money we've got left over, I'm gonna buy Victor Oladipo for $2. I don't care. For $2, that's ridiculous because him valued at $20 is ridiculous to begin with. That's 10 times from here. So I'm just gonna keep buying Victor Oladipo till I run out of money, which might take a few hours because there's $180 left or something like that. So that's going to be the finish, guys. Where is my spreadsheet? Come over here. So a bit of a change of strategy toward the end, but that's what we've purchased. I think there's about $180 left, so I'm going to buy all the Victor Oladipos at $2 that I can. And you can see what we've ended up with. So $1,000 Ja Morant metallic gold sold for $1,000, $1,069, but I've used $1,000 of that for this video to see if we can outrun the value now over the next sort of 4 to 6 weeks, buying up some base moments. So by outrunning it, I mean if we can put together like a little portfolio of these base moments, which will be worth 5 to 7 times that. It's going to be a bit harder because some of these, you know, like James Harden, number 25 in original base, these are all their first place or OG base moments. It's going to be harder to value some of them because they are, you know, illiquid, and maybe in 4 to 6 weeks' time, we'll have like 2 listings on each of these, and it'll be a high mint, so it'll be hard to price them. But I think number 25 at 250 for James Harden original base is pretty good value. So Lillard, we picked up a few of his. Booker, Ben Simmons, and that $45, $50 thereabouts. Trae Young at $40, that's $120 all day long. If the rest of them are staying where they are, Joel Embiid at $18, that's $120 moment there as well, in my opinion. You got to take into account min size as well, but I think they're all relatively similar Trae Young is much more popular than him, but that's why he's also, I think, 4,000 mid. Joel's about 2,900. Porzingis 15, that should be like 50 to 70. Pandemic Pete, $8, that should be at least 30 to $40 at some point in time. And then what will be finishing off that list is Victor Oladipo. If we got $180, we can get them all for $2. That's going to be 90 Victor Oladipos, and they're not going to go anywhere for a long time. So that's that. So hopefully you guys got some value. I probably wouldn't have sat through a video this long personally. I don't know if anyone has, but it'll be fun for me to listen to in years' time when we sell some of these moments for like some ridiculous amount of money, just to go back and revisit some of this stuff. That's partly why I'm doing it, just so it's there. Um, you've seen me use a few of the tools there as well. Intelligent market, base set at $11,000 on the 16th of January. It's pretty interesting. Just ticked over to 17th now. You can see we just refreshed it. It's gone. It's gone officially over 11,000, so $11,095. There's been almost 82,000 transactions in that base set, which is a lot of transactions. It's the highest by far, which makes sense. Almost $1 million in sales. Next highest is metallic gold, 830,000. The set's worth nearly $29,000. The set. Wow. So like I've always said, I sort of tend to gravitate toward what the cardboard guys would maybe do, which is why I collected the base and the metallic as much as I could, because I see the base being the base and metallic being like the prism silver, which is pretty sought after. Um, there's enough of the moments, even in season one, to well, it probably isn't really, but there has been up until now to speculate on like player performance and pick up a few and sell a few. All I've done is just literally pick up stuff over time, which is why, like in my case, my portfolio consists largely of base moments and metallic, and that's why it's gone from one figure to almost four times that in the last not even 2 weeks, because a lot of the base moments that I purchased were purchased for a dollar or two or three or four, whatever, that are now trading, some as high as 150, whatever. I don't know what the highest is there, but certainly for Ben Simmons, Trae Young, Anthony Davis. Yeah, Anthony Davis 110 from memory, so that was bought for a couple of bucks. So that's why, my account value has revalued to a reasonable six figure, reasonable given that I put in, pocket change compared to everyone else. And that was just done through buying and trading and being lucky. So within that six figure, it's no secret, it's all there. I mean, there's a couple of accounts that have a couple of moments in there, like a base set on most of it. But that base set is all under 100. So, you know, that's not worth $11,000. That's worth crap load more than that. Um, but at low, I think it's 150 grand. So from 2.5 to 150, that's pretty nice. But it's flawed. It means something. It's a measure of something. But like most guys that have been in this game for a little bit, it has like KD jersey, which to me, I went really hard to complete as many of those challenges as I could. So I ended up doing 6, and got lucky with the mint numbers and all that. But the reason I did that is because it's literally his only moment in season 1, and it'll be his rookie moment, and it'll be, in my case, I was lucky to get the jersey number, the 35. So it'll literally be the only jersey moment that he's got in season one or he's a rookie. So all those put together, I think it carries a lot of value in this space. Um, so yeah, that's me for another show. I doubt anyone's stuck to this. If they have, if you've stuck around to it, let me know. I might do a draw. I'm supposed to do a draw for this show to give away to LeBron. So I will do that. I'll just record it and tack it onto the next show. Just I'll pick out. I don't even know what the criteria was to subscribe and like and retweet and whatever else that YouTubers do. I really don't care. I'm just trying to drive as much traffic to this platform as possible. So, um, which is odd enough because the actual official Top Shot Twitter account doesn't doesn't help me at all. So yeah, that's much appreciated. Anyway, all that aside, hope you guys have enjoyed that. Um, as much as I've enjoyed making it, I'm probably about to fall asleep. But over and out till the next one. Stay safe.